Hey guys, what you were about to watch, this video you were about to watch will shock you. Biafrans are winning. You understand? Finland shocked Nigerian government as they say they will support Biafrans. Back Mazi Simon Epka in this. You get, you see, this is life for you. Life happens. When you feel that you have all the power, you can do whatever you like. Na me get yam, na me get cutlass. Don't forget to say God day. In this video, you are going to hear when a leader, Finland leader, one of the government officials, speaking about supporting Biafrans in this fight. You understand? He said the Biafrans have been fighting war, that they also fought war, but the one Biafrans are fighting, we cannot just say it's okay, say it be saying a war like what happened during 1960 or whatever. But what is happening in Southeast, you don't pass war. You understand? I'm just going to leave you to watch this video. Watch the video. Hear everything. Okay? You will see everything. So guys, thank you. I'll come back for analysis. And don't forget to share this video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe if this is your first time of coming out here. Thank you, and God prosper you all. Amen.
Finland's winter war lasted 105 days. Your war has lasted 10 times longer. We understand what you're going through. We will support you for as long as it takes. We support you because it is morally right. We support you because you're fighting for your independence. But we also support you because you're fighting for Europe's security. We support you because you're fighting for your independence. But we also support you because you're fighting for Europe's security.
Finland, they are in support of Biafra. Otherwise, they wouldn't allow Biafra to declare their nation in their land. Finland also fought for their own freedom. They can never be against what they have been into one time, in their lifetime. So whatever they are doing now is to clear Epka. And the only way to clear Epka is to bring him to a point of scrutiny, where they scrutinize him and they will prove to the world that they have scrutinized this young man and they have found out that he's not doing anything evil. That is where they are. So Nigeria is losing out, because at the end of the day, they won't find anything evil against him.
All right, so a lot of people has been worried.
I want to use this opportunity to talk about, some questions and some issues going on online. People are asking, people are saying that Epka is arrested. In fact, somebody wrote me and said I should make a comment about Epka. I've told you, there is no way Finland will want to support something like Biafra without clearing themselves and making themselves to be cleared. I told you that Finland is trying to prove a point. And what point are they trying to prove? That they are not supporting anything evil, but they are not equally against anybody fighting for his freedom. Finland can never be against anyone fighting for his freedom. We know, Nigerians know, everybody know that Epka is not a terrorist. Epka is only fighting for Biafra. It is very, very clear. And whatever Finland is doing right now is to come to a point where they will align with Epka's vision, so that it will be popularly known that these people are not supporting anything evil, rather they are supporting a good cause. So it is a reasonable thing to do. It is a reasonable thing to cross-check. It is a reasonable thing to, find out, do what they're supposed to do in order to, to stand on the right side, so that anywhere they go, they won't, be robbed into something that is, that will mess up their integrity as a nation. So whatever they are doing now is to bring Epka to a point where it will be clear that Epka is fighting for a just cause. So everything that is happening on cause. It's not something that is happening. You cannot say you don't understand what I'm trying to say. Finland, they are in support of Biafra. Otherwise, they wouldn't allow Biafra to declare their nation in their land. Finland also fought for their own freedom. They can never be against what they have been into one time, in their lifetime. So whatever they are doing now is to clear Epka. And the only way to clear Epka is to bring him to a point of scrutiny, where they scrutinize him and they will prove to the world that they have scrutinized this young man and they have found out that he's not doing anything evil. That is where they are. So Nigeria is losing out, because at the end of the day, they won't find anything evil against him. Remember that ICC, remember that UN have written to Nigeria to release Nnamdi Kanu. Why? Because they know that Nnamdi Kanu is not a terrorist, rather he was fighting for freedom. And Epka is also in the shoe of Nnamdi Kanu. So there is no way you expect, Finland to prosecute him and send him to jail for nothing. Remember, this is not the first time Finland have picked interest in Epka's matter. So at the end of the day, they are working. It is going to be for good. So wherever you are, never it's just like a man who is fighting for something that he believes that is going to advance his life. You're going to face challenges, but at the end of the day, you will win if you are determined. So we are determined, we are resolute. Now, about the change of government, the people that were dropped and other people were picked, it's not a new thing because it has already been, Epka has said it that after the convention, they are going to step down some people and pick other people. Now, there are weaklings. It's not everything I'm going to say. There are weaklings. There are people who are easily bought over. But at the end of the day, they are sure that whatever they are doing it for the actualization of Biafra. And hear me, I repeat what I have said. Biafra must come, and it's not going to be far from now. Keep your feet high. Keep your hope high. What my advice for my Yoruba brethren and for my Hausa brothers is to fight for their own nation. Break away from Nigeria. Nigeria has become a disease because it's a United Kingdom company. Let's break away from this so that we can work and build our nations to become what we expect it to be. Thank you. Share this video, comment on this video, and let this video go viral so that everyone will be encouraged. We need Biafrans to be encouraged. This is a time to stand strong. Somebody asked me when. I told him, it's just like asking the children of Israel, when are you going to be liberated from the Egyptians? So we don't know the time, but we will walk until we will meet the time. Thank you, and remain blessed.
To be speaking about Nigeria in Lahti, Finland. Only very recently did I have a chance to meet and to speak with your ministers and discuss your cause. And I'm very glad that Michael Rubin spoke to all of you. I have great respect for him, and he writes about liberty and freedom around the world regularly in Washington. I have visited Nigeria and have been incredibly impressed at the people that I have met. As I traveled across Nigeria, I found people who were entrepreneurial, who worked extraordinarily hard, who were people of faith, people who cared for their families, and people with extraordinary potential. Yet I found that they suffered under a government that did not live up to its responsibilities to protect them and to protect those opportunities for them, and a government that in many cases seemed to be working against them instead of for them. Now, Nigeria, as anyone who looks at would recognize, is extraordinarily important, not only for Africa, but to the world. It has the largest population and economy in Africa. Africa itself is a continent of extraordinary potential. A growing population when most of the rest of the world, including America, have declining populations. But we see vibrancy and growth in Africa. And Nigeria has so much to offer, not only, to Africans, but also to Americans and to people around the world. I have occasionally gotten into a taxi cab to go to the airport, and my driver, it turns out, came from Africa. And we will discuss where he or she came from and what their home was like. And what I am particularly concerned about, like Michael Rubin, is concerned about human rights, about religious liberty, about economic opportunity, all of which are fundamental for human people everywhere on earth. And despite problems in my country, and as all of you recognize, all countries have some problems, and I accept with my own as well, the United States has done generally pretty good at trying to protect those opportunities and those liberties, which is why we've drawn people from Nigeria to America. But you shouldn't have to leave your country to have those opportunities.
Biafra.